Hello and good evening to everyone tuning in. This is Randall Rush, brought to you live from chilly Las Vegas, Nevada, through the wonderful technology of internet radio. You're listening to Mafia 258, Lip Gloss and Mics with Kelly Kell and Alexa Gray. This is the Kings and Queens of Porn. So in the adult industry and community, there's been a big buzz about Spunk Lube. Haven't heard of it? Well, that's okay, because I'm here to tell you a little bit about it and my personal experiences. First off, there are 4 options to cater for specific needs and also personal preference. There's Spunk Hybrid Lube, a water and silicone-based lube that mimics the body's natural lubrication. It actually looks and feels like cum. This stuff is amazing. Spunk Pure Silicone Lube, non-drying during use. This stuff goes and will outlast you. Never sticky or tacky and cleans up easily because it doesn't contain additives or preservatives. Great for sensitive skin and most silicone toys. Plus it has an infinite shelf life. Spunk Natural Lube. This one I haven't played with much, but like the name, it's a unique blend of edible virgin coconut oil and organic avocado oil, free of silicone, glycerin, and parabens, as well as other ingredients. Totally chemical-free and feels great on your skin. An oil-based product it is as well. Spunk Pink. Non-staining water-based, glycerin-free silicone that's actually pink. Spunk Lube Pink is a latex-friendly, toy-safe, and cleans up very easily product. Spunk Lube Pink is a special hybrid formula that's the perfect mix of water and silicone. I've used this on set and in my personal life and have never had any unsatisfied results. You can find me on Twitter at Randall_Rush XXX and on Instagram at official_RandallRushXXO. And don't forget to get your very own Spunk Lube products you can order at spunklube.com. And with this ad, use promo code Kelly Kell and save 10%.
Live on podcast until we actually get our hair and shit done, right?
All right, good evening, y'all, and welcome to the quarantine edition of Kings and Queens of Porn. It's a foursome tonight. We have, I see y'all, you got me to say Ralphie. That was just not right. That was not right. Okay, we have, Ralph, you introduce yourself, because they got me calling you Ralphie.
I'm Ralph Warren, newbie. Not very newbie. March made it, a year? So, not too new. Just an ordinary black guy with tattoos.
And then we got my, of course, my gorgeous co-host, Alexa. She's the boss tonight, though. She running it. I'm just following. She's leading.
Then we, of course, have the absolutely gorgeous and stunning Tiffany Star with us as well to round out this little foursome. So, Tiff, are you there too?
Yep. Hello.
We're all here, all snuggled in on our phones and our little foursome over here.
Yeah, I see Ralphie had a...
joining us.
Yeah, Ralphie, hold on, everybody. I just thought of something. One more thing. Ralphie had a threesome today that he posted.
Ralphie!
I had a threesome today?
Was it today? It's on your Instagram. You don't remember? Or was that...
That was
Let's just say he posted a threesome today. He didn't do a threesome today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say I wish.
Okay.
See, Cal, in the porn world, this is how this works. Sometimes we do things at a different time, but we post it like we've done it today to make it look like we've actually been having a whole lot of fun, when really we were sitting at home watching Netflix, but we posted good stuff.
Okay, right. So the quarantine still exists.
That's right.
I can't mess with it.
No.
Okay.
No. So, Ralphie, how are you finding this whole thing with the quarantine? Like, how are you holding up with that? What are you doing to keep yourself excited and not bored out of your mind?
I work little side jobs, but at the same time, I still have my OnlyFans and stuff that I'll sit and play on and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get my Pornhub and stuff going, plus the X videos and all that stuff. So that keeps me busy. I try to work 2 phones at one time trying to do it. Or if I'm doing that, I got artwork and stuff that I do. I find something to do with my time.
What kind of art do you do?
Oh man, I'm a big cartoon kind of guy. Tattooey, artwork. I have some of it on my page.
Ralphie.
Check it out.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. So it's on my Instagram and my Twitter, but you might as well use Instagram because Twitter, you got to go down for years to find, like, whatever you want.
Yeah. Cool. What about you, Tiff? What have you been doing to try to keep yourself, going stir crazy?
I mean, I've been going through everything I own, and I own a lot, so under all my clothing, all my everything, and just reorganizing and deciding what I want to keep, what I want to sell, what I want to donate. Been spending extra time with my kitties. They love that I'm home, so just kind of.
You got to tell everybody. Tiff, when she says kitties, she's one or two.
Kitties.
She means how many kitties, Tiff?
7.
7. Lucky number 7.
And it's super hot out here in Vegas now. So,
Clean up like a hot pussies then.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that must be nice.
You go in the pool,
right?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Me too. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we're just my clothes from this weekend. The heater on and everything, just take the chill out of the water. But it was over 100 the other day, so it
Oh,
it was
wow.
hot. Yeah, that's the
Oh, wow.
right here for this early.
All right, so I gotta bring in my question that I always ask. I don't know who wants to go first. We're gonna let the ladies go first. So Tiffany, Tiffany, how did you get into doing what you do with the porn and this whole career, the adult entertainment? Did you just wake up and say, "Hey, I want to do porn when I grow up," or did you think it out, plan it out, or just did it?
Long story short, I was supposed to go to college to become an EMT firefighter. I changed my mind. I started working at a beach running company. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, I got let go my freshman year of college, and I purposely stayed close to home to go to school so I could keep my job. Well, when I got let go, I was like, oh my God, college is really expensive. How am I going to pay for this? In walks Craigslist and this sketchy-ass ad to be an extra for a company in Miami, and I actually went down. I was not dressed properly, so they didn't use me. However, Bang Bros was like, oh, we'll take her for the day. So I was an extra on Bang Bros, and I got someone that worked for the company, took a few photos of me, and he's like, I have a company that would love you. And that's when I was introduced to Sensational Video, and that was 11 years ago.
Wow.
Exciting.
Sensational Video. For those of our viewers who don't know, Sensational Video is basically saying plumper pass.
It's plumper pass.
Oh, yeah.
So you
So
keep
you
it.
don't know what that's sensational.
That coronavirus keeping your ass in the house, though.
Right.
It is.
And I'm telling you, from and this is not just because I love her to death and it's just a biased opinion, but that ass should not be in the house. She should be outside. She's got a fine ass, and people need to see it. And she's stuck inside.
Only pants.
Now, see, I'm gonna have to go look at just her ass when I get off tonight, just to make sure I didn't miss it.
Oh, you cannot miss this ass. There's no way can you miss this ass. Nor do you want to, but you cannot. No, people only fans. They gotta go check it out.
All right. So now, Ralphie, I'm sorry, you got stuck with Ralphie, and then you turn around and say that you do artwork, and it's like cartoon. That done did it. You're stuck with Ralphie with us anyway. We won't embarrass you in public or nothing, but, you're stuck in quarantine with Ralphie. We'll be your cartoons tonight. So how did you do this? You just said, okay, I just want to fuck a whole bunch of bitches. Because that's mostly, the guys that come about into porn. Like, I just want to fuck everybody, and that just, I don't find that as, like that should be a porn thing. Because you can fuck anybody. You don't have to be into porn, But what was your whole thing on the porn?
Well, if I thought about it once when I was like, I thought about it a few times when I was like maybe 21 or 22. Back then, if I were to do it then I would have said, yeah, I did that to get, a couple of notches on my belt or whatever the case, or that would be cool if I just knocked down a whole bunch of bitches, but I didn't do it at this point to do that. I'm 32 now, so I didn't, I wanted to see what it looked like from a business aspect, and, I did want to see how it worked, the ins and outs of it, but I thought, at the same time, it could allow me to travel and stuff like. And I'm a huge fan of it. I'm not gonna act like I'm not. Like I didn't watch it in high school and stuff like that, you know. And some of the shoots that I've done already, I met some of the people that I used to watch on film. You know, I thought that was pretty dope. But the money that I make from this, I really want to, and other little things I do too, but I want to take the money from this and I want to invest it to go to the Nike school in Portland. That's what I mainly want to do. Point is, I just wanted to get an experience, see how it works from a business aspect. And,
no,
you know,
get your money up and do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. I can feel that.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
I did it just to get laid, so I'm kidding.
I mean, it's fun. It's, you know.
No, Alexa, you ain't kidding.
No, you're right too. I do really like I just love the whole sex aspect of it. I mean, I really do like getting laid.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah. Especially if you got like a certain fetish. Because I like ladies' feet. I like ladies with nice feet. I'm not like, you know, I want you to jack me off with your feet. I'm not into it like that. I just like women with nice feet, you know. So it's, you know, it's it's a neat profession. And when people ask what I do, if I'm getting like a lift or something like that, they're like, so what you do? Oh no, for real? Oh, you know, and, you know, it's like even like on my Facebook, I'll have people. It's like every week or every other week, someone comes in my inbox that I haven't seen in like years, or maybe I went to high school with, and they're like, hey, dude, I saw your video on such and such. Oh man, I didn't know you do that. And this, that, and the other. Can you put me on? Are y'all hiring? I was like, it doesn't work like that, you know?
Yeah, I wish people did that. It's probably the same thing for you, hey, Tim? Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, hey, fly me out. I want to film with you. Like, okay, buddy. Yeah. Hey, I'm not going to go with that. Like, how much do you pay your male talent? Like, what? Right. Or what was that guy? I can't remember. He was not that long ago where he messaged you and he's like, saying something about, oh, we should really film together because I know I can sell you a lot of videos.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Like, I mean, there definitely are guys, like, that I know would do really well with me. And then there's guys that I work with, and there's local guys to Vegas that do super well with me. But they're great guys, you know, like, they've established themselves, like, we're friends. But just hitting me up and DMing me and being like, hey, I'm going to show you some videos. Like, no, I'm going to pass on that.
Right.
Okay? Yeah, hard pass. Yeah. You brought up fetishes. I love, like, I guess I'm just, like, I'm heavy everywhere. I'm not just, like, bottom heavy, but I have, like, super thighs and butt. Like Alexa was saying, I love...
There we go with the butt again.
Yep, lay on my belly, and I can give a foot job, if I'm allowed to say that, for, like, an hour, 2 hours. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no stopping me. Yeah. I love that. I want a video of that. I have one video of that. I want to do that again.
I don't think I've done like a serious foot job before. I don't think I have.
Well, see, then you're missing out. Yeah. Definitely doing that. Yeah. What's the craziest? Okay, here's the thing. We're gonna go with Tim. What is the craziest? And Kelly and I ask this quite often. What is the craziest?
I was gonna say. I said you are gonna do it.
That you have gotten so far from somebody.
Okay. So,
and this is X-rated, so you can say anything you know.
Okay. So I am not here to judge or put down or anyone's fetishes or things they like. Like, I'm never going to tell you that's gross, get away from me. I've heard everything at this point.
Wow.
But, it caught me off guard. This was a few years ago, the first time I got the request for it. And, like, it opened the floodgates. I've gotten many since then. But because I have a big butt, there's a lot of ass fetish stuff. Everything with, like, from the more vanilla, like, smothering someone, sitting on someone's face, all the way down the road to, I want you to shit in my mouth.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, Cal, that one takes the balloon popping and takes that.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. That takes the gummy bear.
I get asked that a lot. I will never, ever again look at a luggage rack that you put, like, your bags on when you get into a hotel room. I'll never look at that thing the same ever again.
Oh, my God.
Why? What? Why? Because that's what I was asked to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I'm dying. Okay.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
All right, Ralphie. Top that.
Man, I don't think I've been asked really that crazy of a... I mean, the dude asked me to, on my OnlyFans, like, can you shit in the toilet and film it? I was like, I'm not really down with that kind of stuff, with the pee-pee and the poo-poo kind of stuff. Yeah. I can't do that stuff, man. I mean, if you do, hey, that's your thing, but just me, I can't do it. Same thing when the beating and the slapping on the girls on set. If they like that stuff, I can't do that stuff, man. I can't slap no girl.
You can't slap no ass?
Yeah, like I can do the spanking and stuff. When it gets to the point of like being like really hardcore and violent, then it's a much. But some chicks are into that. I mean, some people are really into that whole thing. So
yeah, if they want to do it, it's cool. I just don't. That's just not my thing. I'm just not really with hitting spitting on. Yeah, I can't do none of that.
Got it. Everybody's got their limits. Everybody's got their limits.
Yeah, they might
I would not do it.
But it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would do a hard pass on yours too, Tiff. Sorry. Not happening. It's not happening. Yeah. No, I was actually asked recently, it's weird because recently I was asked the same thing, can you just put your, the whole, and like, can you just put your phone in the bathroom and, I'm like, no. Like, pick the wrong girl. I'm like, and he's like, well, I'm a really big fan of yours. I'm like, are you? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, have you seen my stuff then? He's like, yeah. I'm like, anywhere in there indicate that I would do such things for you. No. Well, if you see my things, you would know that, no, that's not my look.
Right.
I've had a lot of, like, fart custom requests, and it's like, no, and they're like, oh, you don't have to actually fart, and I've had other girls that have done them tell me, like, oh, like, it's good to, like, put a bicycle pump and, like, use that to, like, fill your butt with air, and I'm just like, no, like, that's just not for me. And, like, again, no judgment to anyone doing it, but I'm just like, no, like, I'm pretty sure I would die of embarrassment if I farted in front of someone, real or fake, like, it doesn't matter. I'm so scarred from the 5th grade. My sneakers squeaked in computer class, and everyone looked at me and thought I tooted. Like, I'm still fun 30. I'm still fucked up from that. Like, I cannot imagine farting on camera for someone, and then keeping a straight face, like, and be like, oh, yeah, sniff that. Like, no, like, I would die. You would get me dying on film. Like, I just promptly just, poof, done.
Yeah. You're like, no, I'm with you. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. Well, okay. So another question. What is one thing that you have done? Oh no, sorry. One thing that you haven't done that you still want to do.
Ooh. Okay. So 11 years is coming up, right? I have never been with more than one guy at a time or anything. So,
and you jumped into a foursome tonight?
Something, right? We're still in one guy, though.
Oh, that's true.
With multiple women, just only one guy.
That's true.
And then, I've never done anal, so there's that. But I'm saving that. That's special. That's extra special. Since everyone wants that with my booty.
I'm going to take her anal virginity.
Yeah, that's going to be like my retirement fund right there. I'm saving that. Almost every time I get on set for Plumper Pass, they're joking. They're like, oh, it's anal today, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking you in the ass. Like, let's go. Let's do this. And I never hear the male. Yeah, I always stare the male talent when they hear me say that. They're like, wait, what? No, you're joking, right? What? No. I'll change real quick when you say that.
Yeah. You're like, oh, so you like it like that? Okay, I'm good with that. All right, Ralphie, what about you? You're pretty new, so there's got to be, I'm sure, a few.
I want to do a reverse gangbang.
Ooh.
That would be dope. That's how I always wanted to do one of those. Maybe like 4 or 5 ladies. Doesn't matter what ethnic background. I like a mix of them all, whichever, or with pretty feet. You know.
Yeah, in other stipulations, please paint your damn toes and have pretty feet. Alright. That's how it's got to be. You're gonna be like qualifying them, like, oh, your pretty face, that's great, nice tits, fabulous. How about your feet? You're like, oh, hand down, lower, great, yeah, everything's looking good. Ooh, them a nasty girl. Next.
Most ladies are gonna need some time. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, not having a pedicure is hard. Like, I found this Amazon product that everyone raved about, and it's essentially a chemical peel for your feet.
Right.
And you put your feet in these little booties, and then you let them sit for an hour. You take them off.
Yeah, it's all over Instagram.
Yeah. Okay. No. I didn't read. It doesn't happen instantly. It takes 1 to 2 weeks. And then it looks like you're decaying. Like, it's the most disgusting, horrifying, amazing thing I've ever had happen in my entire life. Like, luckily my feet are done now, but, like, it took, like, a solid 2 weeks, and, like, it was bad. Like, I looked like a reptile shedding my... It was really disgusting and horrifying,
but I have a question,
amazing.
And do your feet look pretty now?
Oh, they're so nice. They feel like a little baby's butt. Like,
well, there you go. All right, Ralphie, so in your qualifying, you're going to be like, listen, if you use that Amazon online weird thing, because your feet are decaying. Wait 2 weeks before you qualify for this seat. Qualify.
Okay. Is this what you've been doing during
As long as they ain't throwing up gang signs, you know, you should be all right. You should be all right.
All right. So reverse gangbang. All right. What about like just regular gangbang? Is that something that you would be?
I think I did one. Yeah. I did one in Atlanta. You said gangbang, right? We said gangbang.
Yeah. Just regular
we said gangbang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done like plenty of those. Yeah, I've done a bunch of those. That was my first scene, was a gangbang.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. With a guilt.
Wow, you just jumped in on the beat.
Right. He just jumped in.
When we finished the scene, the guy, because it was Sika Blacks.
You did Sika. Oh, high five to you right now. Air high five right there.
Wait, why? What's with Sika?
Huh?
Oh, baby, Sika Black. You need to know who Sika is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
All time. Oh, I love her.
She's awesome. Amazing. She's really nice too. Her and her husband, Mr. Rick. Oh, he was cool.
They're amazing people. Really just down to earth, really amazing people.
See, Alexa, you just need to come down to Atlanta. We'll do our photo shoot there, see? We'll get up with Mr. Nuts.
Yeah,
and
right,
Tiffany,
Tiffany,
you could come down too.
Yeah. It was well, hold on, no. It wasn't that yet, because it was my first scene, and Jonathan, the Pussy Bandit, and Sheila Rain.
Yeah,
and Sheila Rain gave me my first shot, and you know, I went down to Orlando last year, and like it was like February, March, and she was like, yeah, we're gonna do this and that. The first thing is gonna be a guilt gangbang, you know, but everybody's gonna relax first and hang out, and you know, kind of talk and chill, which was cool, you know. But when we finally got to go shoot the scene, and once the scene was over and stuff, Mr. Rick came up to me. He's like, hey man, what's your name? I said, Ralph, and, such and such. And he was like, oh, man, Ralph, great job, man. How long you been doing this for? I said, oh, this is my first thing. He was like, no way, man. The way you jumped out of your clothes before anybody else, you were the first one on the bed. I thought you would have been and did this before. You did great, man. I thought you did it before. The way you were banging around on the bed, man. Hey, good job, man. I was like, oh, thanks. So it was real
cool,
man.
What a sweetheart. Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing.
We work
good for you, because it takes a special guy, though. I mean, it takes a special kind of guy to be able to do gangbang, because, I mean, I've seen and heard the epic fails of, stage fright and other guys, and, just intimidations and insecurities. It plays.
It's weird because I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
It's just weird because I see the lady, and that's really, I see the other guys, obviously they're there, but it was when I was there, it's just like, I like the chick, so it really doesn't matter to me. So my mind just goes there, so, I really don't, I can see how people can kind of, I don't know, it's just weird because even though it was my first year, I didn't feel scared or anything because it was just, it's a lady. I'm not banging the dude, I'm banging the lady. So what do I care that there's other dudes there?
Oh, man, I was so terrified my first week. My agent walked me in, held my hand like a little kid.
Aww.
And it was just like, I remember, like, I was super comfortable. Like, it was my first time meeting Quinn. And back then, there used to be a guy named Gomez that would film. And, like, he would talk throughout the entire scene. And it was fine because he was, like, my comfort blanket, like talking to me. But it was so funny because I remember being like, okay, like, this is cool, this is good. Like Bambi, 19 years old. And then the guy, like, spread my butt and my vagina open. I was just like, oh, this really is porn. And then, like, the next thing I knew, I think that's normal, but he literally, this guy took his penis and bent it in half while hard. Whoa. And, like, I'll always was just, like, looking across the room and just being like, what just happened? What? Is that normal? Like, I'm 19. I don't know. I haven't been around that many dicks at that point. I'm just like, no. What happened?
I get it.
Today, when I show up to Sensational, they're like, oh, remember that crazy ass guy that bends his dick? I'm like, yes, I do. Yes. First memories will never go away. Thank you.
Oh my.
Hell no.
Shit, my first scene, I was scared to fucking death. I think I was shaking like a leaf. I mean, I was a hot mess. I was like, this is not good. But I got through it. Gangbang, Jesus, bent dicks. Mine's lame because yours, like, I fail. Mine's epic.
No, yeah, your bent dick was better than mine. I get it. Mine was just an introduction into my first scene.
I mean, truly, my first scene ever was just an extra for Bang Bros, and, like, they gave me someone's dog. Like, it wasn't even my dog. They walked me down the street, and they came up to me, and I'm just like, ew, no, get away. Like, I'm not interested. You're a weirdo, and that was it. And then, like, within weeks, like, there were so many guys on my college campus. It's like, I know you. I've seen you somewhere. And it's like, okay. Like, at that point, I hadn't done anything. I just walked some stranger's dog, But you're like, this is great. I'm so famous already. Right? Apparently, tons of people. At that point, I was like, well, technically, like, I'm already associated with porn, right? So why not, try it.
Right.
Do you get recognized, so Tiff, when you go places? People actually like stop you and go, hey, you're Tiffany Star. I know you.
It depends on where I'm at, but, like, a lot of people will see me, like, even places like AVN, right, where they know it's me, but, like, I'll have models and guys be like, oh, like, I thought you were a lot taller, and it's like, no, I've always been this short, like, but I do, like, people have sent me photos and be like, no, like, you look like an Amazon, you look really tall, like, and I get it, like, sometimes with, like, certain guys, or, like, the ankle of the photo, or, like, my heels, and it's like, no, I'm 5'4", like, I'm pretty average height, like, yes. I'm
wearing, like, a 9-inch freaking platform, and the guy who was taking the picture was on his belly shooting up. I look ginormical right now. Yes, I do, but, no, I'm really not that big.
Yeah.
A lot of like, people, the secrets of cameras, right? It's like you can hold the camera 6 feet up and point down in a certain direction. I mean, I can look like a size 2. It doesn't mean I'm a size 2. It's far from it, right?
A lot of people will notice me when they see my butt with the tattoo. They'll be like, oh, I know who you are. It's like, yeah.
What's the tattoo of?
Right now, it's like a coral reef. For fans back, in the beginning, it used to be your name, like YOURNAME, because I thought it was going to be funny. And it was not.
I have your name on my ass. No, literally, your name.
That was the joke. Yeah. It never ended up being fun. They actually ended up misspelling it, so I had
You don't know how to spell your name.
And then I went to get it fixed,
What
and
the
they
hell?
covered up the Ian name instead of Ian Yor, so I had Yornam.
Oh my God.
Bad tattoo story. I remember years later, like, posting about how bad it was, like, as a review on the page, and the owner was the one who fucked it up, and he was like, oh, that's a fake story, that never happened. I'm like, no, I did.
I'm walking around with it on my ass.
Like, I'm living with this on my ass, and someone saw the review and thought it was so funny. Another owner of a tattoo shop, like, in Tampa, and he was like, you know what? He's like, I will do a cover for you for free. He's like, because that is so fucking funny. And I was like, no, man, I understand you get what you pay for. When I was 16, I didn't know that. Now, I know that. It's like, I don't want anyone touching me ever again. He's like, we'll make it better. And the first time I went, I was too afraid to have him touch my butt. I had him do a small cover-up underneath my arm on a tattoo, and I loved it. From there, we started working on it. But yeah, I'm known for my butt over my face. Like, I've had full-blown conversations, not with just fans, but with models. And then I turn around, they see my butt, and they're like, oh, I know who you are. And it's like, okay,
Oh my
well,
God, that's so
what do you think
fucked
conversation we just had? Like,
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
ass.
Well, again, maybe I'm a little biased because I mean, this is just my opinion. I'm pretty picky when it comes to women. I'm picky when it comes to men too.
I am
Yes, you have
too.
a fabulous ass, but you have the most beautiful face. So they should be knowing you for your pretty face first because you're gorgeous. I'm just saying. Putting it out there for people who don't know who she is. Go Google her, OnlyFans her, Twitter her, and her fine ass. And Ralphie too. I gotta go check out Ralphie's gangbang. I'm all excited for this now.
It was cute, the pictures he put up.
Right now, that sounds lame.
They looked like they had fun.
Sequence was dope. I think we shot a couple more times after that.
That's awesome. I just love her to death.
I love how you just said you think, because, like, the deeper you get into the industry, and, like, maybe it's just me, maybe I just have a bad memory, but there's times where, like, people will be talking about people, or, like, someone will come up and, like, so funny, Thor Johnson. I had met him, he had met me multiple times, up until we went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving 2 years ago. And he comes up to me and goes, hey, he's like, I follow you, I'm so excited to meet you, and he shakes my hand. And I just look at him with the bitchiest cunt stare. And from across the room, Will Tile looks at him and he goes, dude, he's like, I don't know her, but I can tell you that you've met her on more than one occasion. He's like, you do this shit to everybody. And he's like, oh, have we met? He's like, I'm sorry. So now it's an ongoing joke for us. So we run into each other, like, all over Vegas, and, like, he constantly will, like, he knows me by my butt, so he'll come up and slap my ass. One day he's gonna slap some other fat white girl's butt. But, yeah, like, I'll always be like, I know you, it's so nice to meet you. And we did it in front of a camera by accident, and the guy's like, oh, no, you guys had worked together. And it's like, okay, well, that's embarrassing now.
That just makes it more awkward. I'm sorry, have we had sex? Have we've actually been together? Oh, my bad. Sorry, you're like, obviously, I
have that watching, like, a
That's
Netflix
never happened to you?
doc.
No, that's weird. How do you forget somebody you had sex with?
Oh, okay. Well, here you go. I was watching I think it was like one of the Netflix documentaries or something, and there was a guy. Oh God, I can't remember his name now. But I'm watching him. Oh, Jack Slayer, and I'm watching, and my ex is like, "Oh, does he look familiar?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." He goes, "Really?" And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, why do you keep asking me? You're weird. Like, get away. Why do you keep asking me this? And he's like, you've worked with him. And I was like, no, I don't think so. He literally pulled up the video and showed me. I'm like, oh. Like, my bad. Like, well, I guess it might happen. Like,
Oh, well, it happens.
yeah, like,
come talk to us again, Ralphie, in 10 more years.
yeah.
Tell us again. Yeah, she's 11 years in. It's different. I'm pretty sure that I can remember everybody I've shot with.
Oh, dang. Wow, yeah. Dang.
Yeah, I can remember.
I can see
Right.
from that point of view. Yeah.
Yeah, 11 years in, you're like, Come we work together.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was balls deep in you.
Yeah. It's worse though. I don't know. Girls take it more of offense. Well, we never do it. Always pretend you know them, even if you don't remember. Because girls, we take it offensive. We're like, what? You don't remember?
No, I already know. They'll beat you. They might beat you.
Yeah.
Some of them might be crazy. I'd have to run because I'd lose that fight.
Yeah, you would. Oh, my God. Craziness. All right, Kel, what other kind of crazy questions do we ask our guests?
I don't know. How's everybody dealing with coronavirus? No work? You know what I mean? You guys ain't really traveling, doing any work, so how are you making up for that?
I mean, I flew down to South Carolina, 2 weeks ago?
You was down here my way? That's where I'm at. I'm at Myrtle Beach, though.
Myrtle Beach. I was in Columbia because I went to high school and stuff there. I've been going back and forth there on and off like 10, 11 years. My stepdad still lives there. My brother still lives there. I got a good few friends there, so I still go back and forth.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in Columbia.
We can link up sometime, player.
With the music. I work with a lot of the artists in I know a lot of the artists in Columbia, and so it's all on the music side for the Columbia people.
Yeah, I try to duck half of them because some of them just be like, oh God, it's you, or it's this person.
Nah, it's all cool people. I love all the people out there. Columbia can be a lot of craziness too.
Oh yeah, did you see they got an F for their social distance?
Oh, all South Carolina got it.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
Alexa, Canada. We were just talking about it, Alexa and I, before the call about Canada, how they be acting. You can't even have another person in the car with you with coronavirus.
No.
What?
No,
yeah.
No, up here, they're in BC. They passed. Actually, not just BC, it's across Canada. If you are not living in the same household and you have two people in the car, so like, let's say you and I wanted to go to the grocery store together, but we don't live together, we're friends, and we just like, hey, you're going, I'm going to go too. If they catch you if they decide to pull you over and they catch you by looking at your driver's license and you don't have the same address, they will nail each of you with $1,000 fine. And then they also have it where if you're not allowed to have friends and family and stuff come over, right? Because we're supposed to be self-isolating, so you're not allowed to have friends and family over. The only time you can have or see anybody is if you have less than 10 people or up to 10 people, I guess it is, and you have to be outside and you all have to be 6 feet away. If they come and you're all like congregating in the house or you're not 6 feet away, they will, and they've done it to a family in Vancouver, they slap you with a $15,000 fine.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's like hardcore. They've shut our borders down. We cannot they don't like us traveling from city to city. You guys have states, we have provinces. We cannot travel. I cannot travel to the next province over. We're not allowed to leave our province. I live on an island. They've shut our ferries down. Anybody who lives on this island, unless you have work-related reasons or an emergency, you are not allowed to leave the island. There's no way. There's no airplanes and no ferries to get you out of here. We're stuck.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah. Like there's no fooling around here at all. So yeah, it's kind of nutty.
They had on the news that they were going to start doing riots today, and people were in Vegas. People are just going to go out and they're doing normal things. And like it's crazy because like they did just open certain things today, like little things like that. They're allowing stores to open as long as you still order online pickup, like curbside. Right. But like for me, I have no problem with the social distancing. I cut off a tour halfway through. I feel like it's better to be home and be safe. Like, I'm not going to, it's not so much about risking myself. I'm not willing to, pick up something and pass it along to someone else and in turn possibly hurt someone else. So for me, like, the family. Yeah, exactly.
That's what people don't think about it. You might not get it, but you're going to pass it on to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's what I worry about.
Like, realistically, at the end of the day, we're being asked to sit at home on our asses and watch fucking Netflix, okay? This is my dream. Like, let me tell you. Hold my beer. I got this, okay? Like,
Yeah, they need to pay us some money to sit here and on our ads, because a stimulus check for a month, hey, fool, there's 12 months in a year. I'm sure all them rich people in the government got, what did they get? They got like $1.7 million from their stimulus check. We get $1,200. No,
that's not necessarily true. If you made over a certain amount, you didn't get $1,200.
You didn't get nothing.
You're right.
Somebody can maybe answer this one for me too, because we heard rumor up here that if you were an American citizen but you were married to an immigrant, that you did not qualify for the stimulus check. Is that right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'm not married to no. I heard anything about
we
that.
heard that up here, and I'm like, is that true? See, this is where I'm going to brag just a little bit for those people who I know out there who dog my prime minister in the country I live in. Listen to this one. Now, granted, at the end of it, we all know the government's coming back after some of this money because, it's the government. But here in Canada, we have a bee where we have it in the entire country. Every month we get $2,000 per person.
Well, they're trying to pass something in the United States that it's going to be $2,000 a month, but you have that all the time?
We have that from March, and they're guaranteed us right now 4 months. So we have $2,000 per person, not per household, but per person. If you have to qualify for it. You have to make a certain amount last year and whatever. But you get $2,000 to help you. Plus, we have a rent freeze where, again, you have to qualify, but they will deduct up to $500 off your rent. Plus, provincially, where I live in BC, they'll offer you another $1,000 per person. And now, again, at the end of all of this, they're going to gouge back some money. So we all know you're going to have to put away, maybe 800 of that 2,000, but at least, you have to pay it back at some point a little bit, but at least it gets us through the hardest time. And we know for at least a minimum of 4 months that we're going to have that.
You're covered. Yeah.
That we're covered. And then, there's no evictions. And so the landlords, even if you're not paying your rent, they can't kick you out. And then all of our, like you guys too, like our hydros and like gas and all that kind of stuff, they put a freeze on so that you're not having to pay those and they're not going to cut anybody off and all that kind of stuff too. So, we're lucky here where I live. I also live in paradise. It's not like where Tiff is. There's people in the pool and just being sun. But I went for a hike and I literally can walk 10 minutes from my house and I'm on the most beautiful world-renowned beach and it's gorgeous. So I went yesterday for a hike and I'm down at the river. Like, I live in a beautiful area. I love that. But, still, I love Vegas. I miss Vegas. I travel there often and I want to go and I can't. So there's definitely some things that are really hard, and I miss people.
Right.
And I miss people liking people. I hate going to a store and having people they don't even want to say hi. You're not going to get the coronavirus.
It was.
Yes.
I went into a Walgreens and I forgot. It was like when it first started. I forgot, and I was just going up to her to ask her a question, and she literally ran back from me. And I was like, I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I said, "I forgot." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Because usually when I was down south, and that would happen, it was because of the tattoos and stuff all over my face. White people would get scared of me, but but that's a whole other story. But they run and stuff, and it's just like, oh well, my bad. I didn't mean to. I forgot. It's just like because you can't even go in the store here now in Delaware. That's where I'm at. You can't get no service if you don't have a mask on.
Yeah, they're supposed to be making that everywhere.
A lot of different stores are starting to implement that. I've seen it when I was grocery shopping this week. No mask, no service. And, I think it's great. I also think that people need to take it a little bit more seriously. I understand if you can't get a babysitter or anything, but you see husband, wife, and all the kids at, Walmart. It's like, this is not the time to take a field trip to Walmart. Go fucking stay home.
Right. Leave the kids home.
Groceries, you don't take your husband and all your kids to come tromp around.
That's the beaches down here, you know what I mean? I'm not actually at Myrtle Beach. I had kind of left there, but I'm 25 minutes from there, you know what I mean? I kind of moved out to Redneckville, which I'm trying to get back out of because I can't live here. I'm from the city up north, so it's hard for me. I wasn't brought up down here. And they opened up all the beaches as of today.
Yep.
And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, adults can go 6 feet apart, but you're going to bring the whole family, kids, kids are not going to listen. They're going to see other kids playing in the sand and go up to them and, hey, homie, want to play? You know what I mean? Dig some sand. Like,
the kids are kids.
Yeah, like,
right.
this is
And,
the
like,
stupidest idea to open the beaches up.
Well, there are some beaches that are opening, like some places in California, some places in Florida, but they have restrictions. Like, you cannot go and sit, you cannot bring a chair. Like, it is strictly you can go and you can walk or you can run.
Yeah, that's how
You're
North
not allowed to
Carolina
lounge,
is.
You're not
Yeah.
allowed to play. You're not allowed to hang out. Like,
Yeah. North Carolina
really?
is you have to keep moving. You can't sit or stay
Yeah, I
or
can
watch.
get down with that.
Yeah, you have to keep moving. That way you can just, if you want to exercise or whatever, but you can't just sit there. And which I can say, it's just the kids worry me, and I don't know. I just feel it's crazy. It's all
I
crazy.
don't know, man. I don't want to brag, but today I decided to grab my coffee this morning and I drove down to the beach and sat there for 3 hours. Like, we can do that here. And I think I've seen 6 people the entire day.
Wow.
I'm lucky where I live in a small area, so I mean we're lucky, but it is definitely it's scary, and I hope that things get back to normal soon. I'm sure you guys have big plans, of what you want to do in the next coming, hopefully years. It doesn't take that long, but Ralphie, like, what about you? You're relatively new still in the industry. Like, what is your next step? What do you want to be doing next? Where do you see yourself, say, once this passes? Years from now?
Well, I had a few things that were coming up. The guy, one of the directors from Legal Porno wanted me to come out and shoot with them before the virus and stuff hit. And then I had, there was another company, Sugar Babes, out in Greece, that was out the country that wanted me to go shoot with them. I was going to go shoot with them after I shot with Legal Porno. And then, let's see, there was a photo shoot I was supposed to have in Miami. It's supposed to be last month for Ultimate Appeal. I think Jason Love was featured in it before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to be we still text back and forth. We're still going to do the shoot, but he just doesn't know when because, the virus and stuff. But I'm going to be the cover model for that, so that's dope. And I had a few things to do out in California, and there's a few other things. A director hit me up in Atlanta, Dread. He's doing another event that he wants to do. I'm trying to do some more things with Rick Nasty up in New York, but of course, that whole thing is crazy up there. But yeah, those are things I have coming up.
That's great. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What about you, Tiff?
I'm just trying to reach out for the last 5 years. When the analytics came out for Pornhub, I was the most searched BBW model 5 years in a row, which is awesome.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Anything with Pornhub. So just like little things like that, Pornhub, ManyVids, are doing OnlyFans, so just starting to do the things kind of on my own. Also starting to reach out and shoot for other companies I've never worked with before. Of course, touring, like, I still love that. I'll still be doing it. It just will be not my main focus, so maybe doing like 1 trip a month and trying to just do more shoots. Shoot with some models I haven't worked with before. So, things like that.
And shoot with the models you have worked with before who want to come down and see you really bad, but they can't.
Of course. Finished tours. I literally got cut off in the middle of a tour during this. So it was like, oh, this is getting bad. Like, let's go home.
Time to pack this shit up and go home.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I was in Manhattan and Jersey, and things got really bad right afterwards. So it was a really good thing that, I was able to go home when I was. And, yeah, like, I definitely owe a Florida trip and back to New York, and we shall see. I'm hoping everyone just behaves, and realistically, I know that concerts aren't going to start again this year. But I got some banging seats to Backstreet Boys in the fall.
Oh, my God. No
If everyone could just stay the fuck home and wash their hands and not touch your fucking face, I would like to fly to upstate New York and go get white girl wasted with my best friend and go to Backstreet Boys. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Okay, so we should put this as a public service announcement. This is going to be the new commercial. This is Tiffany Star's public service announcement. You should put this on your Twitter. Stay the fuck home. Don't touch your face. Wash your hands, because I need to get white girl wasted and go grow some Backstreet Boys in the fall. Yep. Thank you very much. Yours truly, Tiffany Star.
I can't believe it.
I like this. I think there's got a ring to it. Yeah. How about you, Cal? How are you finding all this craziness?
Nah, I've been just doing business. I told you, like, all these new moves I got going on. I got surgery to come up to, so once that's out of the way, I'm good. And then I want to start traveling. I want to go into managing porn stars next year, like the newbies, you know, because they don't push their social media. They do everything else, you know, but they don't push their social media. Because, you know, and it's the same thing with artists. You got to build it like a music artist. It's no different, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm putting a little group together for that. I want to grow with the podcast for this. I mean, there's a lot of different moves for me. Lip Gloss and Mics has opened up. I got accepted to a FM station. So I got a lot going on with the music too. So it's, you know, been killing me staying in, but I'm glad that I'm breathing. I've been sick since November. This is like the 11th day I can actually breathe. So the shows being so far behind kind of like was like at first coming back was like kind of draining, but now I'm like, yes, you know, let's kill it, you know. So I'm good. And I just want to travel.
Travel, I know. I want to travel too. I'm telling you, guys can all come up to Canada, but you can't because they locked the borders. I can't get the y'all.
I want to go to Canada too.
I want to buy some Dunkaroos.
Oh, so you don't have Dunkaroos in Vegas, do you?
No, not in the U.S., not anymore.
They took them.
Oh, okay. The next time I go to Walmart, if I can find Dunkaroos, I will send them. Oh, hey, I know you guys have Dunkin' Donuts down there, but we have Timbits up here because this is our Canadian thing. And Timbits, or Tim Hortons or whatever, has just come out with the birthday and the chocolate Timbit cereal. We have Timbit cereal now. I should send you some. Straight up shit. It's straight up sugar and carbs and shit that you're not really supposed to eat, but that's okay.
I want some.
Yeah, right? I know. But you guys have some really cool stuff down in the States that we don't have here. You know, like TJ Maxx.
Like what?
Right?
TJ Maxx.
I am the reason that she loves TJ Maxx. I'm like, I gotta tell you, like, number one, had I known that the last time we went to TJ Maxx was going to be the last time for a while, I would have hit it harder. Okay? Like, we were
hold on.
Pretty fucking hard.
Story back
like
to this, though.
5 hours. 4.5 hours.
We went in there when it was daylight. We went to go for lunch, and we ended up finding in TJ Maxx. She says 5 hours. I'm laughing at her right now. And we were going for lunch. Okay, lunchtime. Daylight, sunshine, yay! We get into TJ Maxx. We leave when they're like, attention shoppers, we are closing in 15 minutes. It's now 9 o'clock and we're leaving the store and it's pitch ass black outside, okay? We got bags. I had to buy a bag to carry the shit that we bought. Like, it was brutal.
It's the best TJ Maxx in the world, though. It's right outside Central Park. That is the word. And recognized. I've had people be like, hey, were you at the TJ Maxx by Central Park in Manhattan? Like, yes, I was. Like, I was. Actually, so, like, what's up? So, yeah, like, if I knew that was going to be the last time we were going to hit it, I would have hit it a little bit harder. I left that white Michael Kors purse. I wish I would have gotten that. Buyer's remorse.
Also, we got the other Michael's Kors purse. Remember that one? We already got that one.
Winning. I miss TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls so much that, like, I'm ready to go, like, 80s style and sit with, like, a boombox on my shoulder and play music. Like, I want to serenade those bitches. Like, I don't even care if someone else goes in there working there, pushes a cart around for half an hour, throws shit in. I'll pay for it. Surprise me. You know, like, grab bag at this point. Like, just let me have something. Like, I cannot wait to be able able to walk around that store and just take my time and smell every candle.
Yeah.
Because apparently, like, if quarantine has taught me anything,
How to save money.
like what? Well, yes, yes and no. Online shopping has been difficult, but it's taught me, like, especially for dating, I'm going to start telling people, like, my hobbies are eating in restaurants, going to non-essential stores, and touching my face. Like, my thing. Like, these are apparently the hobbies. I saw it as a meme, and I was like, yeah, I was like, that's me. I was like, that's literally, like, everyone else is struggling from not having people around. I'm just sitting here like, want to touch my face. Like,
the other portion of her dating set would be must love cats and not have any allergies, and must love touching my face.
Yeah, no, I don't want anyone else touching my face. I'm super weird. Just me.
My God. But, okay, how about they can push the cart at the non-essential store?
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Pedicure. Push the cart around. Pretend you're interested when I show you 3 candles that smell exactly the same. Be like, yeah, baby, I agree. You're right. The first one's the best. That's all I asked for. That's all I asked for. Just for me.
All right, y'all. Hold up. We got 2 minutes. I need to get y'all.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you walk out of this quarantine? What's the first thing you want to do?
Oh.
You got to make it quick. We got 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes, and I need you to get your social media out there.
I want to smoke a big bag of that drove.
Oh.
There you go.
What you mean? You ain't got dro now?
Huh?
You ain't got... Wait, you said when you walk out that door from quarantine, you want to get a big bag of that dro?
I mean, well, I'm smoking now. I mean, but...
So
yeah,
then, so stop. Just gotta... No, that was just too easy, because I know you ain't going without it.
Okay, I'm going to get on a plane and go down to Miami. Don't be...
I just got done smoking, and I'm like, wait.
But, okay, my Instagram is Ralph... Damn, what is it?
Ralph Horan XXX.
That's my Twitter.
No.
Yep. That is my Twitter.
I don't... Wait a minute. Wait.
I'll jump in. Okay.
I got it. Hold on. It's here. It's Ralph Horan 3 times.
See? I said that the first time. Boom. And then the Twitter.
Wow.
The Twitter is Ralph Horan XXX.
Yep.
Yep.
My Instagram is The Real Tiffany Star BBW. My Twitter is Tiffany Star BBW. My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/Tiffany Star BBW. And my website is TiffanyStarBBW.com.
And when you all get a chance, go look at her ass.
Yeah.
Don't forget her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that butt.
And the pretty face. She's got a pretty face. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, we all know.
Thank you guys.
But
All right, Alexa.
Thank y'all. It was cool.
It was. You're very welcome.
It was
And
a foursome on Kings and Queens of Porn. I mean, that was a great foursome.
yeah, it was an awesome
meshed well
foursome, and
together.
it was the best, quarantine foursome. Like. So my daughter told me tonight. She's like, Ma. She's like, what do you mean a foursome you're talking about on your show? I said, yeah. I said, I'm kind of like confused. She's like, Ma, I've never been above a threesome, and I thought anything above a threesome was an orgy. I just looked at her.
Well, I just had an orgy. Thank you to Spunk Lube. We were all lubed up for this one. Thank you, Spunk Lube. That's great.
Right? Shout out to Spunk Lube, our sponsor, and we'll see everybody next Friday night, and look forward to more changes coming in the future. And Demon Seed Radio's next. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.